Hi everyone, this is Jason here from Nathaniel. In this lesson, we are basically going to look at a bunch of ways to enrich a piano chord progression or pretty much any chord progression on any instrument. The starting platform would basically be triads, so you could take major chords, minor chords. That's pretty much it, major and minor chords. And what we do around that would be to build all sorts of embellishments within the chord of the chord progression. So if it's, let's say, a E flat, A flat, B flat, and a C minor or something, while you play each of these four chords of the chord progression, we are going to develop a lot of possibilities to kind of make the chord a lot more interesting. Otherwise, it'll just be felt like chord number 1, then going to chord number 2, and then chord number 3, and then chord number 4. So rather than that, we can journey forward from one chord to the other. Also, to try and make the piano presence felt as an accompanist, maybe you're accompanying yourself or another vocalist or a band or a choir or whatever it may be. So primarily an accompaniment lesson, because your right hand will be doing the chords and your left hand will be playing stuff in the bass, but it could be used even as a lead practice or solo piano. But in this particular lesson, it's primarily to accompany the voice or a lead instrument. So before we get cracking, it'll be awesome if you can hit that subscribe button, give us a like, share the video, leave us a comment. That'll always help the video grow. And you can consider supporting us on Patreon. That helps our channel grow. Your support will mean a lot. Let's get cracking right away. Let's just take the first point on how I would enrich a chord progression. That would be suspensions and what we call as cadences. So you take the same chord. Let's say you take the concept of going from E flat to A flat major. You can just do that maybe 4 times each. E flat major, A flat major. You could even do it longer, like E flat major 4 more times, and then you do A flat major 4 more times. So here's where you find the boredom, right? It's getting boring to play the same chord. It almost sounds as though even though time is moving forward, the chord feels like it's making the music static. It's like there's nothing to expect over 4 beats, or in this case even 8 beats. So what you want to do while you're playing the chord is look at suspensions and cadences. So suspensions would be something like the major chord, add in the sus4. Sus4 would be A flat with respect to E flat. And then you go G, coming back to major. You can do a sus2. You can even do what I call as a sus2, sus4. So E flat, F, A flat, that would be sus2 and sus4. Sus2, sus4. So you could add those embellishments within the existent chord, which is in this case E flat. So you go E flat. It also sounds very melodic, doesn't it? It could also follow the melody line. Or the melody could go something different, like na 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 na. When the vocalist is holding on to a note, you could kind of glide and do these suspended movements. There we go. That's what we call as suspensions or suspended chords. The other thing I like to do is look at cadences in music. The plagal cadence, the authentic cadence, or any cadence which is a small 2-chord movement, like a very commonly heard movement. So if you take, let's say, the plagal cadence, which is used a lot with the artists like Elton John and a lot of the pop rock musicians who play piano. So they'll go something like this. Or you can do it with pretty much all the chords. So how do you form the plagal cadence? You go to the 4, of E flat, which is A flat, and you use that as a passing chord. So the chord printed in the paper is still E flat major, but you add that A flat plagal cadence, which is also what we popularly call in church music as the Amen cadence. Amen, da da. So it's a very familiar sound. A lot of people have heard it. So you go. So if you take other chords like B flat with its plagal, which is E flat, which is its fourth, and then you come back. And now let's try it over a C minor. That's C minor with its plagal, F minor, and then back to C minor, and then it comes back to A flat. So if you take the progression E flat, B flat, C minor, A flat, 1 5 6 4, B flat major, B flat with that E flat, and now C, and end on back to. It kind of makes the chords a lot more colorful, doesn't it? So let's move on to another style of embellishment which I really enjoy on the piano. Right, so another thing I really like to do to embellish a chord progression is rhythmically. You contrast with full chords or block chords like this. In this case, I'm playing G and maybe C major. So that's, you'd be playing each chord maybe 4 times. And then you embellish it rhythmically with arpeggios. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So what do you do at the end of the bar when usually you do these fillers or these embellishments rhythmically when the singer is done with the line, whatever they are singing. So let's say if it's na 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 na. Of course, that was overdoing it, but you get the idea. You don't have to do an arpeggio over every chord. You can do it here and there. So that's a very nice trick to kind of embellish the chord progression. So if you're working on an arpeggio pattern like something like this consistently, the point I'm trying to make here is don't do the arpeggios only, use it to spice up the normal chord. So if the chords are played like this, add that arpeggio just at the end. There we go. 2. So in this case, I'm playing G major, C major, arpeggio coming up, G major, arpeggio coming up, D major. Standard 1-4-1-5. So arpeggios are really cool. You should definitely try them out. Moving forward. So the other style of movement or embellishment would just be melodic passing notes which don't annoy your melody line or your singer or whoever's playing the lead in your group. So if you take a chord progression like this, B minor, A over C sharp bass, D major, B minor, let this sit in first over a melody line. Let's say that's the melody. Let's say that's the tune. So you see, the singer kind of finished the line, and then you can do something at the end on the scale. Something there. Also becomes like a nice call and response. The singer is calling and the piano is responding. It could even be you calling with your voice and responding with the piano. Could even play the last 2 notes or so of the vocal, and that'll sound quite nice. Stuff like that will really help. So you could even do some passing notes in between chords, stuff like that. But then your piano becomes very melodic, so maybe you could use that as an interlude or as an intro, or you can use it if the melody is sparse. Why not? Like, of course, it sounds very melodic. You're almost superimposing a melody over the chords. So if you find a middle point where it's nice, it's catchy, but it doesn't overshadow the singer, I think you'll be fine with passing notes. So that's the third way to enrich a chord progression. Let's move on. So what did I do there? I've added some bass movements. Earlier we added the passing melody stuff in the right hand. Also note you can add it in the left hand. So if I take A major going to something like C sharp minor or A over C sharp bass, D, and then E. Just a simple climbing progression. A major, A over C sharp, D major, E major, and let's look at some bass movement. Bum, 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 ba ba bum, ba ba bum, ba da dum, ba da dum, ba da dum, ba da dum, da 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 doo doo. Basically a bass line. So this is without the moving bass. One more time. With some movement. Bum, ba ba bum, bum bum, ba ba bum, ba da 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 dum, ba da dum, bum bum, ba da dim, ba da ba do bum. And in some cases it becomes really part of the song. For example, you know this song. Or maybe stuff like ba-da-dum, ba-da-da, ba-da-dum, stuff like that, So the bass line is really part of the music, Could even build like a riff, So bass movements are really cool. So what is a bass movement in conclusion? You have your chords, and when you're going to the bass note of the next chord, you try to find some notes or some connecting notes which can guide you towards that. Right, guys? Again, this is Jason here from Nathaniel School of Music. Thanks so much for watching this video, and consider supporting our channel on Patreon. We have all the notes for this lesson ready and waiting for you, and also for the upcoming lessons and everything we have ever done in the past as well. And if you'd like to learn something with us, with our school, we have courses, we have workshops, we have lessons of various kinds. We also have structured video recordings, which we call as video courses, which we have on our website. So you may want to go to nathanielschool.com if you want to interact with us, learn with us in person, and learn pretty much whatever you want to learn, whether it's vocals, guitar, or the piano, at whichever skill level. I hope to see you in the next video as well. You will definitely see me in the next one, I guess. And share the video with your friends. Do give it a like. Do give it that thumbs up thing. Leave us a comment with something you'd like to do in the future. And if you haven't already, I will find you if you don't hit that subscribe button. I will really find you. Please hit that subscribe button. There's a bell also. Hit that bell icon. It really helps our channel grow. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Stay safe. See you in the next one. Bye.